Huffington Post plans a field trip to visit America. Now, they realized that the opposition party, which is the mainstream media,
yes,
they don't get us. People in middle. We're in Ohio, okay? You don't get much more middle America than Ohio.
Well, actually, technically, but I know what you mean.
You can't get much more.
Oklahoma.
I don't know. I think that you can't get much more middle America. We're about the same.
I'm talking geographically speaking.
I'm not talking geographically speaking.
Okay.
I'm talking about the mindset of the people. The essence of Trumpism or middle Americaism. People, you don't get much more than Ohio.
Correct.
Okay? You can get the same. Oklahoma, Kansas, a little bit of Pennsylvania, Indiana, Illinois, Iowa. Anyways, so all those states, all the middle. How many of you have seen the placard where it shows all the counties that went red and then the ones that went blue?
Yeah.
The whole country's red, and then you get a little bit of California here, like a dot.
Yeah.
And over here in New York, a dot.
Yeah.
And you get one county in Ohio, like one, and that's Hamilton County. That's, liberal, downtown Cincinnati. But
which, in all honesty, that's not very far from us. Like we're Claremont, and the next county over is Hamilton. And even when I was driving through places in Hamilton County, there were still a massive amount of Trump signs, as opposed to Hillary signs. So there you go.
The liberal HuffPost website has announced a 23-city bus tour to find out what it means to be an American today. The tour, named Listen to America, seems to admit that the site has a little idea what is going on beyond the liberal coastal elites. Now, which is interesting, because you might not know this. Mark Zuckerberg just went to visit... It's another story you might not know about, because I just heard about it yesterday. Okay. Mark Zuckerberg went to visit the oil workers who were working on the Keystone Pipeline. And we all heard about the Keystone Pipeline protests and how it was like this liberalism, progressivism baby. I have a problem with it because there are pipelines all over the country.
Right.
And I have a problem when people pick out one and put all of their resources into one, but they really don't care. And they really don't care about pollution, because if you saw the pictures after the Keystone Pipeline protests, you realize that not a single person there was an environmentalist. Okay? Because you would be like cleaning up and stuff. It was like a dirty mess. But anyways, Sydney's back up. I put her in the basement, a nice cool basement, but she's back again.
She knew we were filming. She came back to barking.
She's back. I love you, Sydney. Okay, so anyways, you know what he said? He learned something from these Keystone Pipeline workers, that when Trump had the Keystone Pipeline actually go through, they celebrated with fireworks. People have been moving there for jobs. It's where a person who only has a high school degree can make $100,000 a year.
Oh my gosh.
There's like, I don't know, 60 men to every one woman there. But the point is that he realized that these people needed these jobs.
Right.
And so you can't just like throw away the baby with the bathwater and say, these people think that they're actually doing something good for the country by providing oil on American soil. So it's really important for us to look at everything from every angle, rather than from one lens. And so when you have a cause, like a progressive cause, or even a pro-life cause, when you look through them through one lens, then you miss everything around you.
Right.
Okay, so Mark Zuckerberg, I think, I also read today in Breitbart that he might be looking to run for office.
What?
I know, 2020 or 2024, so that might be part of his, Go See America tour, to try to figure out how to reach these people, and in my opinion, how to manipulate them.
Wow.
Okay, so anyways, back to the HuffPost little love bus.
I think Americans are smarter than
I sure hope so. It also suggests that the HuffPost operates on some degree as a political organization.
Well, that
they're kind of admitting,
on some degree.
They're admitting that we missed it. How many of you saw the New York Times ad? It was very highly disturbing during the Super Bowl, where the truth is, and then we showed that hard or whatever because they got it wrong and they apologized. But it's the same thing with CNN. They didn't even apologize for the whole Russia thing, even though they were caught. They just keep hammering it over and over again. It's like, when you beat a dead horse, there's nothing left. And CNN just keeps beating a dead horse. And Trump's Gorka is just taking them to the cleaners. I mean, he was on there with the gay guy. Who's the gay? The gay guy.
On CNN?
Yeah. The gray-haired gay guy. Anyways, he was on there, and he said, your ratings are lower than, you're like 16th in the night, and in your time slot, and your ratings are lower than, like, Nick at Night.
Anderson Cooper.
Anderson Gay Cooper.
Somebody said Pooper. I was like, oh yeah, that's his name.
So anyways, he was on there. They are washing CNN, and it's fun to watch for real. So back to the HuffPost. The trip mirrors the listening tours that some Democratic leaders and potential candidates have undertaken since the 2016 election. The site, which attached a disclaimer attacking then-candidate Donald Trump to every story about him during the 2016 race, suffered a rude awakening on Election Day. The trip aims to address the site's knowledge gap about the country between the coasts. Like, we have an ear and ear, but nothing in between the gate. And it's really true. It's like you have no brain. You have no brain. As well as to repair its image as the sounding board for the wealthy liberal gentry. Which is interesting to me that, I don't want to knock progressives or liberals or anything who follow us. But when you follow the HuffPost or some of these, news outlets, these are your main enemies. I don't get it. I mean, it's better for you to go to Breitbart.
It is really interesting.
Zero Hedge.
For those of you that are our original regular viewers, and we now have a massive amount of progressive followers thanks to Caitlin Johnstone, and we love them.
Because we have so much in common, but
we share a lot on our Resistance Chicks Facebook page, which if you are on Facebook and you don't follow us, you should be. And the progressives get really upset when we quote articles like Breitbart and things like that, and yet the articles that they quote from are all mainstream media articles.
Salon?
As opposed to...
Are you joking me?
So how is Breitbart any more fake news than CNN? And so that you're quoting. So I am hoping that more liberals are waking up to the fact that Breitbart gets it way more right than
new news
CNN
sites
and things like that.
And, you know, kind of suck it up.
So I want to get to the punchline because we only have a little bit of time.
All right.
Why are we covering the fact that Huffington Post is doing
so they're going to do their thing, but I wanted to plug InfoWars and Millie Weaver because they're doing the same thing. And I'm very excited about this.
Yes.
Millie Weaver is going to do Fly Over America, and she is going to head, I think she's headed to Wichita, Kansas first, and she's just going to interview people. Michelle's muting. They have a buzz from the television. So sorry. I'm really excited about this. So did you watch this video?
I did. It's long. We can't play the whole thing.
Play for a minute?
Yeah, just start it out.
They're racist. They're xenophobics, homophobics. They're horrible people. When in reality, there's a lot of people out there that are just really good, hardworking Americans, and we want them to tell their story. This is your opportunity to go out there and tell your story. So make sure you follow us at Flyover States of America on Facebook because we're going to be putting the events at the locations where you guys can come meet up with us to tell your story.
The Pentagon war planners have rightfully said.
It is a public Facebook, and we just created it, like, just now.
Literally, and it already has thousands of followers on it. So Dallas was the first one, I think, is
Dallas, Texas, at a park there. So
that's on Saturday, so that'll be tomorrow. Then they're going to go to Wichita.
Interviews. We want to know what the mainstream media is not willing to show.
Okay, how could you talk to these players? I mean,
here's the thing, because we can't play that entire video, but you guys can find it on the Flyover America on the Facebook page and on InfoWars. Why is this important? It's important because Huffington Post is going to do this, and you know that they are going to skew the things that they're getting from Middle America. And you know what? Any kind of journalism is going to do that. You're going to find the ones. I think that InfoWars will be a little bit more fair and balanced. But they still are going to be biased, and they're going to find, but it's not going to be a bias because the majority of the people, thank you, in Middle America really do hold these kind of these truths. It's a truth awakening that's happening all over the country, and Middle America is the heart of that.
I was cold all alone, no place for home every day, so afraid, but you go.